Assassin's Creed Shadows has come out, and despite the controversy surrounding it, it has received overwhelming support of positive reviews. Now, I played Assassin's Creed Mirage, and despite reviews of Mirage being mixed, I found the game to be alright. So, I thought Shadow would receive the same reception. But surprisingly, it wasn't. So I got curious. Is the series back and better than ever? And here's my review on it. The combat is nice and fluid, whether you're playing as Naoe or Yasuke. I was actually surprised with Yasuke's gameplay, because I thought he was gonna be more slow and sluggish whenever he attacks. Because one, he was marketed as the powerhouse between the two. So I just assumed slow but powerful hits. But he's surprisingly fast, which I appreciated a lot. And two, he had no eagle vision. I thought Yasuke would have it automatically, but the fact that he doesn't because it's reserved for assassins was a nice touch and makes sense, because Yasuke is not an assassin that hides in the shadows and assassinates. It was a nice touch of depth they went with that detail, especially since he also can't perform the signature leap of faith that the assassins do. But in terms of who I enjoyed playing more, I'd have to pick Naoe, simply because one, her gameplay is literally that of an assassin. You have to stalk from the shadows and assassinate your target. 2, she has eagle vision. 3, her combat animations look much cooler in my opinion. And 4, she's basically the main character, and Yasuke is along for the ride. Which actually brings me to my next point, the story. The story was interesting, to say the least. Naoe and Yasuke start off as enemies, Naoe on a path of vengeance, and Yasuke serving Oda Nobunaga, that is responsible for slaughtering her people and father. Now, finding out how they become allies felt very lackluster and rushed. Sorta like, oh, you guys are allies now. There was no emotions behind it in my opinion. But besides how they became comrades, I really liked Naoe's story on her road to vengeance. That is until you beat the Shin Bakufu, and that whole ordeal just felt pointless. I won't spoil it in case you guys are currently playing it or plan to play it. I honestly would have much preferred Yasuke's story ending than this. And speaking of Yasuke's story, why the hell did we only get to play Yasuke's journey at the very end? Why wasn't it incorporated into Naoe's story? So then it makes more sense on why these two are the main characters, rather than just feeling like one is just tagging along. And why the f does Naoe only get her Master Assassin clothes at the very end? It just felt very lackluster and anticlimactic. Totally not worth the amount of money for this game. But back to a few things I appreciated that Assassin's Creed Shadows did. You can have your own base of operations where you can build your own settlement, and you can also have scouts to bring back resources and have them help you out in dire situations, whether that be in the midst of combat or simply as a distraction. It reminded me a lot of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, which I deeply like, and the fact that you can make your own little village just added onto the cool factor of that. Synchronization is now instant. This was an interesting quality of life change that I didn't really know how to feel for. I was fine with pressing a button to synchronize before, but I guess it made it faster without having to press anything. And on a side note, you can freely change the season, which I found pretty damn cool. And that's my review on Assassin's Creed Shadows. I would have said the game is alright and to probably get it on a discount, But since the ending of the game is not even worth it, and the only appeal to the game is the combat and open world, then I do not recommend this game. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any recommendations for what game I should review next, let me know in the comments down below. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
My name is Yasuke.